Media.
Welcome back to another episode of DNA Podcast, the show where we talk about passion, purpose, and the grind behind the glory. I'm your host, D, and today we have a special guest in the building, Tim the Great. He's a college graduate of Morehouse College, a creative mind, and one of the freshest names rising in the fashion world right now. His designs turns heads and his brand has been blazing online. He's got a story that will give and inspire about chasing the dream. Tim, welcome to the show. Glad to have you.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you for having me. Glad to be here.
All right, let's take it back, Tim. What was fashion? Was it always a part of your life as a kid?
Mm. Definitely. Definitely. From the baby pictures, looking back at the baby pictures, seeing the swag, the chains, the sweaters, the way they rolled up. Somebody was doing their thing on me early, and it kind of just resonated. And it makes sense because like now the older I've gotten, I realized like, dang, my mom always had style. My dad definitely had some style too on him, but my mom especially, I'm like, all right, it's the way she carried herself. It was like I knew at some point it had to go back to them. You know what I mean? So, oh yeah, it started since I was a baby for real. But then once I started realizing like I had a mind of my own and a style of my own, that was during middle school when people would be like, dang, Tim, it's only Tuesday. Like, why you coming like this to school? It's only a Tuesday. Like, nah, it's every day. This swag is every day, to be honest. So, oh yeah,
That's what's up, man.
yeah.
Do you remember the first time you looked at an outfit and said, yeah, that's what I want to do?
Mm. Uh, yeah.
You do?
More than likely, it's probably Kanye. Something Kanye probably had on. Um, yeah, that Yeezus era. Uh, yeah, it was definitely Kanye for sure. He had the wave.
Who or what inspired you early on? Was it like designers or artists or family members or
Hmm.
what lit that fire?
I probably artists because music's my first love, believe it or not. So going back to watching music videos and things of that nature, like I feel like I got a lot of my inspiration from that. Um, yeah, so I took a gravitation to like artists early on
Yeah.
and musicians and whatnot, and what they had to wear for each video and
Mm-hmm.
each award show, things of that nature. So it was definitely the musicians for me. Um, then I think just the everyday people, just seeing what everybody else is wearing around you and how you can kind of like elevate that.
Put it together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was it. The
I
people
feel,
and the musicians.
I feel that.
Yeah,
Now, you're a college graduate of Morehouse.
yeah.
What did you study, and did that connect into fashion, or you just took a different path?
So when I first went to Morehouse, 2017, I came in as a chem pre-farm major because growing up, my mom and her husband at the time, right? They both were in the medical field,
Mhm.
so that's all I knew growing up. That's all I seen them do. So I'm like, dang, like Morehouse don't have no fashion. Knowing I already like fashion,
Right.
that's what I want to do. Dang, Morehouse don't really got no fashion programs, and I didn't really know too much about cross registering to Clark, which did have fashion programs. So I'm just like, to get my foot in the door here, what should I do? We like trying to figure it out, prior to me going. And they like kind of swayed me to go that way. Let alone I was thinking about the paper too. Like, okay,
Mhm.
what if the fashion don't work? I got a secure, stable. I'll be this big doctor or whatever. Man, I got rid of that quick. Like my first 2 years,
Switched it up.
I was struggling.
Yeah.
I almost quit.
Yeah.
So I got out of that and just went business marketing. I switched to business marketing maybe my second semester, sophomore year, and from there I felt like that correlated. Like that drove my decision to switch because I'm like, all right, if I am going to be running a brand, a big time brand, I gotta know business. It's more than just creativity. You gotta know the business aspect too. And I figured that marketing concentration, it go hand in hand. So yeah.
How did your college years kind of shape you, like campus life, culture, or the people around to develop your style? Did that kind of shape your style or how you?
For sure. I was just talking to a buddy of mine about this yesterday. Uh, Morehouse was good for the platform,
Mm.
aside from like academics itself. You know what I mean? Because like you gotta think, it's so many hungry young black individuals just come into this like box. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And it's like trying to become something. And I felt like I hit it off freshman year. Like I didn't waste any time. I was like, all right, I'm not gonna be a student athlete here. I used to play ball like all my life, so it was like when I came to Morehouse, instantly knew, all right, I want to redefine myself here, and this will be the place to do it because it's like it's almost like a new environment, new community. So what that ended up doing for me was I jumped into the fashion agency early on freshman year. I jumped into the campus for student activities group where basically we bring in the homecoming artists in and we work in the shows and we selling the tickets and this and the third. So I got heavily involved in that entertainment space early, and thanks to Morehouse, you know what I mean.
Style,
they definitely, they cultivated that for me. As well as going to class, still having to live that life, that campus life. Again, I brought them like old middle school vibes back, like going back to class. People like going to class in pajamas. I wasn't.
Right.
I wasn't the one going to class in pajamas. I still kind of had to put it on because it's like this is who I am. Like I'm just representing me right here.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Was there a moment during school when you realized like I can actually make this fashion thing real? Like you did?
Oh yeah.
You can remember that?
No doubt. It was junior year before COVID hit. I got entered into the fashion show. Thanks to being a part of that agency. You know what I mean? So like my close connection to that agency, this is the power of networking too. And my close connection to the agency, I went from being a model in the homecoming fashion show, which is a big thing. You know what I mean? You got the homecoming concert, but you also got the homecoming fashion show.
Right.
And anybody that went to HBCU know that. You know what I mean? Like the fashion show just as big as the concert, whether Drake was there or not.
Right.
The fashion show was it too.
Yeah.
So it was crazy to me to know that, like, dang, I could convert myself from being a model to a designer when I put my mind to being just a designer. And they plugged me in, man, and it was monumental. I got so much love that day. I was like,
I can do this.
Yeah, for sure. Sure.
That's what's up.
I'm bred for it.
Yeah, that's what's up. Let's talk about the name Tim the Great. That's bold, confident. What's the story behind that?
For sure. So, just in case the people don't know, great is all cap, for a reason. And this is something I've been, I think, representing since middle school, to be honest. I feel like I created it when I realized, like, my impact on the everyday people that I'm around. I feel like great is basically, in short term, is doing something that inspire, impact, and influence someone to be bigger than themselves, or just do something bigger than beyond measure. You know what I mean?
That's hard.
So yeah, it's like that's what the all cap. You can be great, but all cap just takes it a whole nother level. You know what I mean?
I'm standing on this.
100%.
Right.
100%. So that's where the name come from, man. So like, whenever you see that name painted on anything, just know that's like what I'm representing. It's like I'm not doing it for me.
Right.
I'm doing it for others. You know what I mean?
Right.
So can't be a leader without that.
What's been your proudest piece or collection this far?
This recent one.
For real?
Most definitely this most recent one, man. Because dang, man, this is real. It's real. It's real. It's real because it's like I had a one-on-one with life these past couple of years as far as just like really trying to own who I am post Morehouse. Like after college, it was like I didn't jump into a crazy job. I didn't get plugged into a crazy corporate job like a lot of the students did. So I kind of had to find my own way. And creativity kind of got dicey when you got to survive. So this most recent collection, which is the World War collection, it kind of signifies the meaning behind it being called World War. It's just the fact that like you face so much on a day to day. It's like how can you overcome? You know what I mean? What are you gonna do to overcome? And I feel like that collection was just like me overcoming like life happening for me in that survival mode, being in survival mode. So I thank God for everybody that like was around me to kind of help. But I didn't have much help. But for the people that were there to help me out through those situations and those struggles, it helped me like grow my creativity back up to drop this last collection right here, man. So
that's what's up.
I'm excited about it.
Do you I know you're a designer, but do you make your own clothes? Do you sew your own clothes? Like
Yep. So that was how I always envisioned starting it. I wanted people to know like how serious and how dedicated I was to this fashion thing,
Mm-hmm.
and not just like all about the dollar. That fast fashion, that was a big thing when COVID first hit. You know what I mean? People were just trying to find quick ways to just design something and get it out.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it was more about like bringing the art back to fashion. So I figured in order to do that, you gotta put your hands on it. You gotta put your hands, your blood, sweat, and tears on the piece so that people can like see that it's more than just a piece of clothing that you're gonna forget about in 2 years span. I wanted my stuff to be able to like shoot. You could put it on a showcase
Right.
at some point. You don't even gotta wear it. You know what I mean?
Right.
This could hang up in your crib and people like, oh, that's hard. Like, when you gonna wear that? Like,
Right.
nah, this ain't even that, bro. This is living great, bro. This is like an art piece. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, yeah, that was one of my reasons why I started out in that way. Of course, I'm gonna have to. The more people that follow suit with living great, I'm gonna have to mass produce.
Right.
And maybe the best I can do is create a sample by hand. But yeah, it's just to get people understanding like I'm really true to this. You know what I mean?
Facts. Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. How would you best describe your style and the message behind your style?
How would I describe the style? I would say living great for real. It's a lifestyle. This is lifestyle. Like living great is a lifestyle. Literally, that's why the name of the brand is Living Great. Of course, great is all cap. You know what I mean? Because that's
Right.
what it's about. Like
Right.
we live in that greatness. You know what I mean? And it's an everyday thing. So you can't really fall short.
Right.
You can't be caught lacking out here. Out of style. You gotta be ready for
Right.
every moment. You know what I mean? You never know who you might encounter. So that's my style. It's just living great.
I feel it. I feel
Yeah.
that. How do you balance creativity with the business side and the pricing and marketing and
Mhm.
building your following and all that?
It's tough work doing it by myself. It's
Mm-hmm.
tough work. And that's why coming back home to Charlotte, I want to do this thing differently. I've been doing this thing for like 8 years now by myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I always knew I needed a team, but like now I'm enforcing it. Like it's like no question. Like we gonna one way or another we gonna get some people on the team and kind of help just. And it's not just for me, right? I just want to bring community together in the city so that we can everybody who got their own individual projects don't have to do things alone anymore.
Right.
Cause that's part of my struggle. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, bro, at some point you can't do everything
By yourself.
especially when you start expanding.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just developing the collective right now because I already know that balance gonna get real crazy real soon. So far I'm handling it, but it's definitely about the team, and I'm definitely about building that team right now.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Walk us through your process from idea to finished product. Where does the inspiration usually strike for you?
Okay. I would say life for real. Life is the inspiration. Just living, everyday living. I developed the inspiration from problems where I see myself going. It's sporadic. You never know what you might get out of my life. My
Anything you
creative
can
thinking.
pull your creative process.
Yeah. It could come from really just driving. Like I enjoy driving a lot.
Yeah, like a musician or anything, they see something, start writing about it.
Yeah.
You start creating clothes about it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah, I pull it from anywhere for real. And then as far as just like putting it on piece, and making it come to life, uh, it's just really just about trial. You know what I mean? I just try, just put it on. Sometimes I don't even draw it out. It's just like it go from brain to product
That quick.
like that. Yeah.
That's crazy. That is crazy. What's one thing that people don't realize about how much work it goes into fashion design? Is it something that you would say like that most people just wouldn't know?
Yeah, you definitely got to be a part of it to know it. I'm going through like a little bit of a dilemma with it right now. It's like, dang, of course I don't have no quit me. That wouldn't be great.
Right.
You know what I mean? If I like stop doing what I'm doing, but it's just one thing where you're not like you're trying to do your thing a different way than the rest of the
Society.
Yeah, everybody's so about getting it on an artist. Let me send it to this PO box. Send it to that PO. You don't know him.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. You
Like,
don't have no relationship with him.
at all. So like I want Living Great to be so organic and true, because I'm true and
Right.
organic. You know what I mean? Every relationship I built has been that, and I stand on that. And it's like that's what makes it so difficult. And you want to reconvene, you want to draw back, but I never give in though. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I know one day it's gonna happen to where like I
It
just
wouldn't be
come
great
across.
if you didn't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the world gonna show me like who need to be a part of this and who's gonna big it up because they want to, not because I need them to. You get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, nah. It's just about staying true. That's
I
it.
feel that. That makes sense.
Yeah.
What's next for Tim the Great? Are we talking fashion shows, collaborations, or expanding the brand? Like,
Mm.
what's next?
Right now, it's the mob. Right
Mm.
now, I'm trying to build this collective. Man, mob is made of black, and it's gonna start right here in the city. I want the world to kind of know there's more me's out here. Um, solo great creatives with just they just need that community build. You know what I mean? To be able to push everything
Mm-hmm.
forward. Starting right here, what the mob is gonna be is, man, we're just gonna tackle every creative. We're gonna tackle every creative project there is to name. If that goes from local companies in the city to Pepsi to Coke to Hennessy to wherever, you know what I mean? But they're gonna look to us. We're gonna be the spokesperson for the creative vision because the collective was built here,
Right.
and it's gonna be a lot more me's. You know what I mean? So I'm taking myself away from the brand a little bit. I really want to focus in on building that as well as the brand. Of course, I'm still gonna be dropping some stuff on Living Great as well, but I feel like that's gonna help me build a team around Living
Bringing
Great.
everybody together in one.
No, I'm in a brother group. You know what I mean? Like that's next for me, and I'm excited. Honestly, I really am. I'm geeked. I
Hey,
can't wait
man,
for y'all
I'm
to see
excited
that.
for you.
Yes, sir.
How do you want people to feel when they wear your clothes?
Mm, that's a great question. I love that question because that's why I design, man. I feel like my first piece, which was the signature tee with the tie up. You know what I mean? I turned a regular T-shirt, into like a flannel look. Because I was inspired by how I wore flannel in Chicago one day. I was like, I just like tied it around. Apparently, somebody was like, "That's some Cali stuff." I'm like, I bet. So it's universal. So people are already gonna know about it. So bet. Let me create the white tee. Let me sew that together, put that together, throw something on the back, sew that together, paint something on it, and in turn, now you got a shirt that is bigger than the shirt. Now you feel like, I don't know, you feel like an artist, and you ain't
Mm.
even designed it. Like, it's like you wearing it, you feel like an artist wearing it. That's
Mm.
crazy.
Right.
What clothes make you feel like you made it? You know what I mean?
That's
So
crazy.
it's just I just want people to feel different. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just want people to feel true to themselves, like themselves. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Yeah,
They
'cause
feel the greatness when they put on the
that's it.
clothes.
That's
I
it.
feel it.
That's it. Just like how I feel.
Right, right. Where do you see yourself in the brand in 5 years from now?
5 years from now, being a brand, we're gonna be global. We're gonna be global. Nothing short of that. It's a world takeover. Yes,
That's what's up. I can see it.
sir.
Now, I know we talked about celebrities a little bit earlier, but
hmm
if you could design for any celebrity, who would it be and why?
I'll probably say like my mom.
Word?
Yeah,
That's what's up.
I'll probably say my mom because like ultimately I do want to design like women's clothes, um, mainly, and then like allow the men to come in like and see that, oh yeah, they're pretty unisex. So either way, we rocking living great. You know what I mean? But
right.
I say my mom because I don't see celebrity like that. Like that's my biggest celebrity in life.
Mm-hmm.
Man, she did so much for me. Like she did more for me than Kanye did for me. You know what I mean? So it's hard for me to say Kanye because Kanye ain't raised me. You know
I
what I
feel
mean?
you.
My
I
mama
feel you.
did.
Big ups to moms.
For sure. Shout out to mom.
Before we wrap, what advice would you give a young designer or anyone scared to chase their creative dream?
Right. So this will be advice that like I'm taking myself. So I gotta throw that as a disclaimer already because some people just be saying stuff and it are you really doing it yourself too? So for me, it's just get started, right? Get started, because even when things is not going how you plan, you keep going. You keep reminding yourself to keep going, because God and the universe gonna like align you with people, right? That's gonna show you like you doing exactly what you need to do. Vice versa, like this podcast right here. That's a prime example. You know what I mean?
Right.
Prime example of telling me like I'm doing something right. You know what I mean? That my main man here wanted to interview me today. So same thing for anybody that has something they have in mind that they want to do. Just get started. Just start somewhere. You don't need nothing extravagant. See, I started out with my bare hands. If you got enough capital for production, go ahead. But just start, bro. You know what I mean?
Right.
And let the ways of the world tell you where to go.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Man, Tim, it's been dope talking with you. You're living proof that passion, discipline, and a little bit of faith can turn an idea into something great, very great. Would you want to plug your website, your IG?
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. I appreciate you having me too, Mingo, for real.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, y'all can shop on livinggreat.world. It'd be www.livngreat. That's it. All one word. .world. WORLD. You can follow the brand page on The World We Live In Is Great. The World. WRLD. You know what? That might be confusing. If that's too confusing, it's gonna be long. So just follow my personal page, and that's gonna be Tim ___ living. So 3 underscores and then living LIVN. That's the brand. You feel me? That's the movement. That's the wave. That's me. That's how you reach me. That's how you find me. Keep up with me, man. And yeah, man. Again, I appreciate you having me, for real.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man.
Oh yeah.
Thank everybody for tuning in. We'll hit you back next week. DNA always.